Hey everyone, my name is Kayla. I have a Bachelor of Health Science Naturopathy and I'm a naturopath at Kayla the Nurturing Naturopath. Welcome to my podcast Awareness. And today I have Toni joining me from Off Your Back. Hi Toni, how are you?
Hello, thank you for having me on board.
No worries. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. Could you please tell us what Off Your Back is?
Oh, yes, easy. Off Your Back is a coat drive. So we collect coats every winter. It's based in Victoria, so it's throughout Victoria. And we have a series of drop-off points that people leave their coats, and we organise to get them onto the backs of people who need them without any money changing hands.
Amazing, beautiful. And how did you get started?
So I was walking down the street in Fitzroy Street in Melbourne on a very cold winter's night, and I saw a gentleman on a park bench, and I had the impetus to take the coat off my back to put it on him. And then I thought to myself, everyone I know and everyone they know may have a coat in the cupboard that they're never going to use again. And wouldn't it be amazing if I could organise to get hold of those coats and somehow magically get them onto the backs of those who need? So that was the impetus for it. And I made that happen about 20 years ago.
Wow.
Um, yeah, so it's been a fabulous journey, and I'm very proud of what we've achieved. We've managed to put coats onto the backs of nearly 300,000 people throughout Victoria over the past 20 years. And it's really just basically reaching out to the community. As I said, no money changes hands, and it's very simple, simplistic.
Amazing, that's amazing. And when does the collection run like from and to?
Certainly, it's every winter from the 1st of June to the 31st of August. And if you visit the website, which is offyourback.com.au, it will have all the different drop-off locations that you can find to drop coats off. And it's very, very simple. They're not in every location. Like, a lot of people will ring us from out of Victoria, although we do cover Ballarat and Geelong, but not everywhere's covered. So what I generally say to people, if there's not a drop-off location that's convenient, please find somewhere within your local area that would be happy to receive the coats, because there's a lot of soup kitchens or church groups or other organisations that will reach out to help those in need. And if you want to do it in the spirit of Off Your Back, you just make sure you don't sell it and nobody has to buy it.
Amazing, beautiful. My next question was actually going to be where are the collection points? But like you said, if you go into the website, they will be there.
Yeah, so some of them are small businesses, some of them are library organisation like Yarra Libraries. There's drop-off points in the city, South Melbourne Market. So there's a myriad of places that may be within reach. Otherwise, speak to a friend and maybe a few of you can get together and collect some coats, and someone's coming into the city or someone's coming close by to one of the drop-off locations.
Amazing, beautiful. And if people don't have any coats that they can give away in their wardrobe, are there any other ways they're able to donate?
Well, we no, there's not, because we won't take money. We have been offered money over the years. No, we're only interested in coats. We try and, as I said, we try and keep everything very simplistic. So I don't have a warehouse where they get sorted or anything to that effect. Basically, bags of coats or individual coats are dropped off at the locations. They get bagged up and labelled accordingly, and then very happily by Capital Transport, so beg your pardon, Capital Transport, for no charge, will collect these bags of coats from the drop-off locations and then take them to a myriad of causes and recipients. It might be the prison network, it might be the Salvation Army in the city that's got a fantastic soup kitchen. There's a lady who takes them and gives them to refugees. There's women's crisis centres. So there's a lot of places that will receive them, but we just want you to get them to the drop-off locations and we take care of the rest.
Amazing, beautiful. And could you please tell us what the coat drive is?
What it is, it's basically a very grassroots organisation where we're just trying to connect with people that have got spare coats, and we want to receive those. Now, what's wonderful about what we receive is that they're always really good quality, they're warm and they're clean. Um, I think when people understand that they're not going to turn into rags and they're not going to the op shop, they're actually going to be handed to people who need them. We seem to get the right quality people. Sometimes even leave notes in the pockets to give to the people who are going to receive them. A lot of people, when their parents may have passed away, and it's very hard to give away their beautiful winter coat, but when people are thinking, well, it's going into the hands of someone who needs them, then that's what we're doing. So that's why we keep it specifically as a coat drive, and also because with coats, those in need are more likely to keep them on, whereas sometimes with blankets, they might get left elsewhere. So coats are great for that reason. And it's not only people on the street, it's basically anybody who needs a warm coat is welcome to receive a new coat.
Oh, amazing. That's beautiful. Is there anything you wanted to recap or talk about that you feel like we haven't sort of spoken about?
Well, just to encourage you to have a look at the Off Your Back website. So it's offyourback.com.au. You can read a little bit about what we've done and find a convenient location. But also, if it just inspires you to do something good for someone else, then that's my message. You know, there's plenty of people that are less fortunate than many of us. And if you've got something that you don't need, even if it's not a coat, you know, if you've got something that you don't need, find someone who may need it. And if you can give it away and there's no money changing hands, then you're really leaving the world better than it's been found and better than you found it. And I just want to encourage people, and I'm just giving them the opportunity to do that with coats.
Amazing. That's beautiful. And like you were saying, for further information, should people go to your website and your Facebook page?
Yes, definitely. And you know, if you do your own little collection, you can post things on our Facebook page. It's a lovely little community page. We're not advertising, we're not doing anything like that, but we just keep people in the loop. You know, we get many, many thousands of coats, which is wonderful, and we love to hear about where they've come from or where they're going. You know, we like to share that. But yeah, just be inspired. If there's a coat hanging in your cupboard that you haven't worn for many years, or your children may have grown out of, or you know, you bought a new one and you don't need the old one, please consider Off Your Back. We'll get it into the hands of someone who needs it.
Amazing. Yeah, because I'm sure everyone has something, a coat in their wardrobe that they've forgotten about. So as long as it's in good quality and, it's something that you would wear, then, why not give it to someone else that can use it?
Absolutely. And clean is good too, because we don't have any resources. We don't use resources. So we sometimes get things in dry cleaning bags. And that might be simply because someone's had something dry cleaned and still hasn't bothered to wear it. So it might be for that reason, but some people specifically get them cleaned. But, you know, beautiful warm coats that, someone who hasn't got one will appreciate. Think of it that way.
Exactly right. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, making us more aware about Off Your Back. I really appreciate it.
Such a pleasure. And thank you for giving me the time to promote the cause.
No worries. Thank you. And thank you for everyone for listening. Take care. Have a lovely day and bye bye.